What's happening, guys? This is Versus Z with a video review for Super Deformed Blitz Gundam from Gundam Seed. The Blitz Gundam, piloted by Nico Amalfi, is a special assault type mobile suit that features specialized weaponry, new technology, and has the edge on offensive and defensive capabilities. Super Deforms are lacking in detail, and that's saying the least. What's interesting about the Super Deformed Blitz is that it's molded in black, so it's got a black black armor, just in black, and I don't know why that is. In the anime, or at least in the high grade, in the 1 to 100 scale, no grade, it's more of a dark purple, which is interesting. But you know what? I honestly don't mind it being in black, because it reminds me of like a Black Knight, shining armor. It shines and everything, and it works out great for me. So I actually don't mind the black. The thing is about Super Deforms is they require heavy painting, like a lot of painting. Like some of the colors aren't even accurate. Like if you really want accuracy, you probably would paint this guy the dark purple that it should be. But if you're like me and you don't mind black at all, then that's fine, whatever. But there are some pieces that do require some heavy painting, and you've got a lot of work cut out for you if you're getting yourselves into Super Deformed kits. This one's no exception at all. One thing I should also mention about those of you who are new to Super Deforms is that you will more than likely run into hollow pieces. Now in this case of the Blitz, you can almost barely not see those hollow pieces because the entire frame is black. But once for those of you who will own this kit or have owned this kit or do own this kit, it's there. You already know it's there. But for those of you who are just looking at it, you kind of can't see it, and it blends in perfectly fine, as opposed to a mobile suit or a model kit that's entirely molded in like white or a lighter color. So in the case of the Blitz, I think it's not that noticeable and it shouldn't be all that bad. One more thing, and this goes to what I said earlier about the lack of detail. When I meant lack of detail, I meant lack of coloration, lack of accuracy with just the molded colors. But in terms of the molded detail, there's quite a few. As you can see, the lines and the thrusters are just all there. You can see all these smaller panel lines everywhere too. So Super Deforms do get some attention too, Articulation for him totally caught me off guard. For those of you who are building Super Deform kits, Sangokudens especially, you'd probably be pleased after seeing or after knowing the articulation that these Seed and Seed Destiny kits offer. And like I said, I'm very pleased with the articulation for a Super Deform. Now, the head can rotate side to side, up and down a little bit. Arms will rotate 360. Double jointed elbows. Yep, double jointed elbows. They can rotate at the elbows as well through polycaps, and then the wrists are attached through a peg. The waist can rotate 360. The torso can rotate 360, but as you do that, I found this really interesting. The abdomen piece it sits there loosely, kind of like the Master Grade Titans 2.0, the Gundam Mark II Titans 2.0. As you rotate it, the piece kind of lifts, so that because there's this little piece here that sticks out on the crotch, and of course it sticks out on the crotch, huh? And as you go over that, it kind of clears it. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. Now the legs, ball joints, pegs in the waist. You can rotate, do all that stuff, and then ball jointed feet. What I also like about this kit is, just like the high grade, it has toe articulation, so you can do it up and down. You can even rotate it a little bit, just as long as you kind of pull the toe a little bit out from the peg. And once you clear these feet with those pieces, sorry about that, you can kind of pull it out a little bit, just like so, and that's just enough to get the toe to rotate. So you can get some pretty good poses out of this guy, and that really, really pleases me. Now the best part about the Blitz is obviously the Mirage Colloid stealth system, but this is a model kit, so we can't do it. So the accessories would have to go, right? So here we go. First accessory is the Tricaro system, which is a multi-purpose offensive and defensive weapon system. It has a shield. It has these shoot, what are they called? There's some kind of piercers. There's some rods, lancer darts. There you go, lancer darts. You have a beam rifle with a scope right there, and you can house a beam saber, which is right here, also molded in purple. The beam saber has these grooves, so that way when you put it here into this gap or something where where it's supposed to hold, it holds firmly. And here's the Tricaro system with the beam saber, the purple beam saber. So that's cool, and then you can mount it onto the right arm. Peg, hole, right arm. So that's cool. And then you have the Gleipnir anchor, which is right here. And you can attach it onto the other forearm. Peg, hole, attach. And it has two pieces, closed and open, which I both pen lined in brown Gundam marker. And you can swap them in and out and whatever. But the nice feature is you can take this piece, this small black piece, attach it onto the forearm. Actually, you don't want to do that yet. You want to take this yellow piece, this yellow wire, that's an effect part for the little gimmick of the Gleipnir anchor. Plug it into this end, and then take this also, this black piece, plug it into that end, plug it onto the forearm where you would mount the Gleipnir anchor. Plug this end into the end of the anchor itself, and then of course you just pick whether you want the closed one or the closed one or the open one. And since this is super deformed and the pieces are so small and light, it pulls it off very well as compared to maybe like the high grade version or the 1/100 scale version. So quite a bit of playability with this guy. Posability? Yeah, no biggie. This look would probably have worked out better if I had only painted the Lancer darts. Can't recall if the Blitz ever used an actual beam saber in hand, but you get the option at the Super Deformed kit. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Super Deformed Blitz. Super Deforms, in my honest opinion, are just mindless fun. They're a quick fix. They're, you know, when you really want to do something, when you really want to build something, but you don't want to put too much effort into it. You just want to, you know, do it for just the fun of building a model kit. Then Super Deforms are the way to go. And the Super Deformed Blitz is no exception. It's got a lot of playability, and you know, like I said, Super Deforms are just mindless fun. And having a Super Deform to play around with, just pose, make it look cute because it's like a badass, but it's just so small. Then you know the Blitz is one of those. It speaks for a lot of fun. You have a lot of accessories. The posability is of course decent for a Super Deformed, or maybe more than decent, and it helps with just the different accessories and the different poses you can pull off. Now, because it's not very articulate in posability, some of that may be limited, and you can't really take advantage of all the articulation that's given to you. But you know, like I said, given the different accessories that you get, you can pull off anything that pretty much you can only limit by your imagination, with keeping, of course, Super Deform in mind. This is no high grade Super Deform or anything like that. Just like it's mindless fun. Now, with that said, they are cheap. Super Deforms are cheap. I got this one for, I think it was $6 at fanime-con, and you know, you get what you're paying for. You're getting a model kit that needs heavy painting. You're getting a model kit that isn't very articulate but posable enough just so you can have fun with it, and you do get a nice amount of accessories, maybe even a lot of stickers with some Super Deforms. So with all that said, I'm gonna have to give this kit, with Super Deformed in mind of course, I'm gonna have to give this kit a 9, because one, it served its purpose as being a fun build, as being a quick fix, and I enjoy just the posability and the playability of him. On the downside, of course, I still have to paint him. But you know, it won't stop me from exactly hating the process or just hating on this kit at all. It's fun. Super Deforms are fun. So I guess that's it. So, you know, 9 out of 10. The review is done. The build is done. But if you guys want to keep up with how I paint this thing, do look out for that too. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys are convinced to pick one up, because this one is really fun. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. Peace. Oh, snap. Mirage Colloid system, activate! Hello? Mirage Colloid system. Oh, snap. Screw it. If I can't see them, they can't see me, right?